George Washington Carver observed that 90% of the failures we see in life come from people who have a habit of making excuses. And my personal mentor, the late Mr. Jim Rohn, reminded us if it's important, you'll find a way. If it's not, you'll find an excuse. I'm Dr. John Michael Salvato, and you're watching The Science of Success. Today, we're glad you could join us on our Facebook Live. And if this is your first time here, go ahead and write first time in the comments down below. We'd certainly appreciate that. And today, I want to share with you a little bit of a look at this idea of freeing ourselves from excuses. You know, if I told you that there was a way, in fact, that there were 7 steps you could use right now to free yourself from excuses, would I be able to ask your full attention, ask you to set aside whatever distractions, whatever side tabs you have open, and just give this your attention for about 5 or 6 minutes. If I could help you to free yourself from even half of the excuses that you face in your life, would that be worth it? Now, I apologize today that my voice is a little bit weak, so I'm going to go ahead and use some slides to help you understand what's going on, and we'll get started right after this. These are the 7 steps to free yourself from excuses. Quite often we allow the excuses that we tell ourselves and others to sabotage our opportunities for expressing the limitless potential for success that's our birthright. These 7 steps free you from excuses that can not only eliminate the tendency to rely on those excuses, but also free you from the feelings of guilt and blame that frequently accompany the excuses that we tell ourselves and others when we realize that all they are is really just a bullshit story that we've used to cover up for not having our priorities in order in the first place. When my personal mentor, the late Mr. Jim Rohn, told me all excuses are equal, it was like a light bulb went off in my head. Suddenly, all of my dirty little secrets, my laziness, my motivation, or lack of motivation, my fear of rejection, and the crap that was really keeping me from getting off my ass and taking action were exposed for what they really were. And just like the cockroaches that scatter to the corners under the cupboards when you turn on the lights, my ego tried to scatter and hide those excuses anywhere it could find, but it was no use. A few weeks later, I came up with 7 steps that freed me from those excuses and from the pain and the guilt and the anxiety that accompanied those excuses forever. And I'd like to share those with you now. So step 1, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for making excuses, and forgive yourself for allowing the fear of rejection, the other priorities, or whatever it was that you did instead of doing what you should have been doing to knock you off course. We all make mistakes. We all have the power to make new choices every day, so just forgive yourself. Step 2, let your body be at peace with taking 100% responsibility for all of your experiences. Let go of the need for blame that's creating tension in your body. No one or nothing else has ever been responsible for anything that's happened in your life. Realize that your experiences are always just a reflection of the chaotic data you're storing on the subconscious level. So when you clear that chaotic data, you get rid of the negative experiences, the fear of rejection, the disbelief in yourself, and anything else that might be holding you back from manifesting success. Step 3, own the excuses publicly. Nothing has the power to crush those cockroaches of excuses than flipping the lights on and smacking them with the back end of a broom, because that's what happens when you expose your cockroaches to the light of the public forum. Let folks know that you recognize that you've been making excuses and that you make a bold declaration that you're done with that way of life. Step 4, move on. Don't dwell on it. Once you've made your public declaration that you're moving on, just do it. No guilt, no further explanation, no dwelling on the past. Step 5, affirm that you are the creator of your experiences and rely on the one command to set into motion the creative process that'll bring you closer to your goal. For example, if your goal is to talk to 10 new people a day, say, I don't know how I always get to talk to 10 or more new people every day. All I know is I do so now and I'm fulfilled. You see, the one command unlocks the part of your higher consciousness that begins creating the how for you. And it'll eliminate any self-created obstacles that might have previously interfered with accomplishing what you set out to do. Step 6, delete all negative data, including the negative people, the negative circumstances and conditions that interfere with your accomplishing what you want to do. That includes self-talk, the negative dialogue that goes on inside of you and all around you. If people don't support your end result, then you don't need them in your life. If thoughts don't support your end result, you don't need those in your life. And step 7, spend 1 hour every day rewarding yourself for living without excuses. For me, at the end of the day, it may be an hour relaxing with some of my favorite old movies, relaxing with my partner and watching television or taking a walk, or maybe a soak in a mineral salts aromatherapy bath, or a combination of the three. Whatever it is that you can do to treat yourself, do it. And as you release those excuses, you may come face to face with some of the underlying reasons for those excuses, and that means coming face to face with new opportunities for healing. So celebrate the decision that you've made by watching this video and letting go of the excuses. Join me in declaring that all excuses are equal and that your life is an excuse-free zone. I look forward to talking with you soon. Until then, keep looking up and remember that the best is yet to come.